Yeah. I have no clue why I'm not streaming. Is the question? Go live. There it is. I think
we
I'm
on?
online right now.
Yes, it looks like you're live. Okay.
I found the stupid button I needed. Fantastic.
Okay, perfect.
Yay.
Giving them go ahead.
So is there a way that we can edit that?
I already edited the name.
Okay, cool.
I need someone to post the link to the stream though.
Oh yes.
So, okay, so Rocco Food Chain again versus Karlov of the Ghost
It doesn't
Council.
look like it's live.
I am live?
It doesn't look like it.
Not
Oh,
on.
wait.
No, not on the committee channel.
Why do you post? Try now. YouTube sucks for this, I won't lie.
Yeah.
It just set the stream to private for no reason.
Oh. Well, then you can just like set it to public.
Yes, I already did.
That's not bad. Okay, so it advertises it is currently live. Yes. Yep.
Okay, we are live.
Yeah.
I can see it now.
Zicrown is with a Y for some reason, but other than that, it's fine.
Oh yeah, I thought it was
Okay.
Zicrown, yeah.
I can change that real quick.
Yeah. So, Rocco Food Chain again versus Karlov of the Ghost Council.
A
There
little bit
is
of difficulties we're in.
there
Yep,
is some
yep.
difference between this Rocco Food deck list and mecha01. Zicrown also believes that having the backup plan of just being a good deck is a good idea instead of just send it and pray.
Yep.
And
So yeah, we're immediately
It
seeing a
seems-
Flage hitting the Soul Sister on turn 2, which is a pretty good start. Pretty bad for
Yeah.
Karlov.
and well, Karlov is the Soul Sisters deck. No Lurus,
Yes.
which means it probably has Heliod in the deck, or the 3 white beep card that each time you attack, you gain a life for each creature attacking.
Oh,
Okay.
Barrel Goyf is going to be huge. Skyclave Apparition.
Yep.
This could be a Luris in the main.
Yeah, I would imagine it's Alerus in the main deck.
Yes.
My version of Sorin is for sure. Seeing 4 mana out of Food Chain. And Karlov is just sitting back with a Shadow Spear.
Also, green on the Utopia sprawl is interesting. You often don't need more green than usual.
Especially that all 3 lands in play are green, but
Yeah.
yep, we're going to see
Yep.
the Food Chain tutored to top, threatening to
Well,
combo as soon as this
yep.
next turn 4.
That is the power of Food Chain. Just
Yep.
sometimes you need to get to that
Just being
magic
on
number
deck,
of
yeah.
Rocco X equals 3. Sometimes you just have a Moonblessed Cleric or an Enlightened Tutor or something.
Or the
Or just
Eternal,
Food Chain in hand.
or the Eternal Scourge.
Yeah.
Now is the question, does FastOrange have the answer in hand? And if they don't, do you run, if they do you run the food chain or just leave it stay there? Oh my god, why is Cockatrice crashing?
Oh no.
Mine
Yeah.
went down also. Oh. Bad,
Yep. Bad gateway.
Yeah,
That probably means it went down on their end as well.
Yeah, I'm going to pop over there and see if the same happened.
yes.
Yep. which would be unfortunate.
Oh shit. Yeah, the entire server crashed. So the game
Great.
one is void.
Okay. Do we want to restart stream or what? I
Uh,
don't know how long it'll take to get it back online.
no, the server is back
Oh, it's
online.
back online. Okay. It's back online now. So, all is well. Just a bit of a hiccup. The main problem there is that the
The game
because of
itself.
how Cockatrice works, that first game just basically didn't happen.
Yep. Yeah,
Which is
for them as well. Tire program went down.
yeah,
it's
maybe
a
good for
shame,
Fast
but-
Orange,
Yeah.
but
Yep. Definitely
not
probably
not
better
great
for
for the food
our
chain.
for the chances for our soul sisters to make a comeback, but yeah, not fortunate to see the game completely die like that.
Yep. But that is the risks that you run with being on a online free to play platform. Sometimes the server just blips.
Hey, very occasional crashes for being free to play. I'll take that.
Yep.
Uh,
I will take that. Like, I will say that's absolutely not an issue in my book. It's obviously not fun when it happens, but yeah.
oh yeah, they are doing it correctly to because this is a draw technically on the match. You the player that won the game, the die roll, still goes first. Also,
Yeah.
I'm intrigued about FastOrange. Wasn't him the main Rock Dog player? Or
That I'm
not
not
actually
100%
sure
sure.
if they
who won last
playing
year's
much.
Tiny Titans? Oh, si-
Oh, that was.
uh, didn't 60 won it against FastOrange and Rock Dog? Or was someone else?
Yeah. It was someone else. I think they left the server.
Can those happen from time to time?
Yep.
Oh, Gitrogatog.
Yeah.
Gitrogatog is the Rock Dog player. I believe they're still here, but they're not playing lately.
Oh, Get Rogatog is.
Yeah.
I don't believe Get Rogatog won the last Titans, unless I'm mistaken on that.
Oh, they might have. Although Get Rogatog, I believe, played Yoshi-Rog.
Yes. Rock Dog.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. This time we're gonna see a Guide of Souls instead of a Sprawl on one.
Yep.
Uh,
Still really strong.
Also, Rock is on 6 this time.
That is true.
Yes. Yeah, Rocco as Mulligan this time instead of Karlov last time, which might be a relevant distinction. But that's the depth. We're gonna see how this ends. Could see a Guide of Souls back. Ooh, a Mother of Runes. Strong play on one if the Rocco player can't get rid of that.
I would
Though
say
this deck is
yeah,
more than capable of just blowing past it.
the problem I see with this matchup is the Karlov is not that of an interactive deck. Like you do have Skyclave and Source and all of that, but there are few ways to actually get rid of of the food chain itself.
Yeah, Souls is certainly a creature-heavy beatdown deck, and a full interact one.
Well,
You can see a
Mom
Ragvan hit the
lives.
field. Guide of Souls hit in. Yep. Mother surviving. This next turn we could see the Guide of Souls jumping the Ragavan, which would be certainly a scary clock if something like a Johnny or 1-drop, 2-drop hits the field.
Yep.
Even just land Rocco for a Dryad Arbor. Not sure if Arbor is in this list though.
Yes, you play
Uh,
Dryad Arbor.
Esper, your audio's cutting out a little bit every now and again.
Yeah, that is true. Oriok Champion.
Oriok Champion main, which is not surprising. But-
This is an interesting case
One of
because Soul Sisters does gain infinite life if you have an infinite in because of the food chain combo. The thing is that is not good
Yep.
enough if Zicrown has
at some point it can
Ranger
just
Captain.
grab walking. Well, at some point it can just grab walking ballista, ping down the board, stop infinite life, and then pour as much mana into the ballista as they like.
You do need to throw the ballista into the graveyard though for that. Also, you could just
Flick can
like
chuck itself in the graveyard
yeah,
by removers.
yes, and then just evade it back.
I think
We're gonna see no plays out of Rocco here outside of the tapped
Yeah.
Sacred Foundry, which is a good sign for Karlov.
Also, I don't know if
maybe they're missing a green.
they
source.
drew the lands, but Windswept Heath should have fetched a green.
And we're gonna see Karlov hit the field, immediately grow to being a 4/4.
And one of the
any
powerful
creature
things
entering's gonna give him
about
2 counters.
yeah, one of the big upsides of Karlov is that once you have Karlov being able to consistently remove counters to exile a creature, you kind of lock your opponent out of the game.
Yeah,
because
if
they
Karlov
gain-
hits the point where it's growing quickly and
Yeah.
keeping any creatures off field, it'll win the game pretty quickly. Both
Like, for
clearing
example,
blockers and being the attacker.
Yeah. If you have 3 Soul Sisters effects, that would get 6 counters immediately on any creature ETB, and then you could spend 6 counters to exile whatever creature enters. As an example.
I think
gonna see
Zicrown has a
2 mana
removal
pass.
spell. But they're not doing anything.
And again, no green
Yeah,
source.
removal
Yeah.
is certainly passable. It seems like a green spell, but it's a little strange that the Windswept Heath didn't get a green source early. If they didn't know they had plain Sacred Foundry, I'm wondering what other lands were in hand.
Maybe just Windswept Heath fetch a Tomb?
Yeah, that's feasible.
Would it be weird to
but if-
think that they have the food chain in hand? It would be really weird if
Yeah,
not.
that's possible here. That could be a reason to keep a hand that's a bit risky on mana. Just the acceleration of having that. Though then I'd expect the Windswept Heath to find a Savannah. We're gonna see the Karlov sending in.
with
Swinging for
fear.
6. Yep. And connecting on that hit. Yeah, Oriok Champion is a nice main deck hate piece that Soul Sisters gets to play. Oriok just being one of the better 2-mana Soul Sisters effects, up with cards like LS Ilcore.
Yeah, if Rocco's hand is a bunch of removal,
They should be
or
more,
like
more aggressive with it. Like,
Both the remove.
yeah. But if they had like 1 removal and food chain, and then I don't know what their other 2 cards would be, but it is kind of odd that they've been just not doing anything.
Yeah. it could certainly be green cards that are just uncastable. Uh, but then I'm not sure what the opening hand actually looked like. They did mull to 6, so it could have been something like Plateau, Ancient, or Windswept Heath, Ancient Tomb, mostly red and green, or red and white cards, and a lot of just green cards have been drawn.
So
Yeah,
and the hand was kept out of fear for mulling lower.
but then they didn't have any removal for during turn 2, right? Because then they would have removed
Yeah.
Mother Runes.
Oh, that's a Heliod.
Ooh, we're gonna see Heliod out of the Rocco deck.
Yeah, what's that? What's going on there? I guess Heliod
Oh, and a
Ballista
City of
is a combo.
Traders.
Maybe they're on the
Heliod Ballista is a combo.
Yeah.
So perhaps it's for redundancy.
Yeah. Zicrown fetch
We're also seeing a City of Traders, which I don't believe is standard in any Rocco lists.
No, you
So
don't
this might
want
have a
that.
slightly more stompy bend.
Yeah. Zicrown fetch
definitely hope
the Plateau with
The
Windswept
Heliod
Heath.
combo.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, theoretically, if they have Ballista in hand, they could win as early as next turn.
If they're not dead right now, is the question. Soul Sisters into Soul Sisters wins the game.
Yeah, if Shizo giving Karlov Fear makes it a 6/6 unblockable. If 2 creatures enter, that gains 4 life, which is 8 counters for Karlov. So yeah, there's definitely potential to die right now.
I will say Zicrown will need to draw the ballistas. He doesn't have it in hand.
Yep.
Because he has 4 mana, play ballista for 2, gain a life through Guide of Souls, put a counter on ballista and give ballista lifelink. I think FastOrange is mana flooded in hand because that's an aggressive redraw.
Yeah, cracking that Silent Clearing is a good sign for Zicrown as well. That means it's likely not death this turn, unless there's some strange happenings. We're going to see a Soul Warden, so that'll buff the Karlov up to being a 10/10.
An 8/8.
Yep, 8/8 for now.
Oh, sorry, an 8/8. Yep.
Yep.
We're going to see it gain fear and bash in for 8.
If Zicrown does
on board,
Zicrown does draws Forest, do they instantly win?
Yes.
Enlightened Tutor.
Ooh, an Enlightened Tutor.
That can get Ballista.
That can grab white with ballista.
Ballista.
And that's game, I think.
Yep, this sure looks like lethal if there's not
They're
some strange
out.
tech that FastOrange has. Yeah.
I mean, theoretically, if for whatever reason they would be running a main deck, main deck Force of Despair, that could do something.
Yeah, though it can be played around.
Working ballista for 3?
Casting Ballista for 3? Very interesting. Well, that taps out of the Heliod activation.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh, we're rewinding.
Okay.
Nope, activation. So.
Oh, yeah, that... yeah.
Because, yeah, if... Or no, I suppose that doesn't play around Force of Despair.
You cannot play around Force of Despair, there is no way.
Yep, just double checking that is true.
Maybe they went too fast and FastOrange is asking what's happening.
Yeah, that's possible. But it looks like the combo being executed.
Yep. So if you don't know what's going on, Walking Ballista getting lifelink means that whenever it deals damage, it will gain a life, and that doesn't have to be combat damage. So you deal 1 damage using the activated ability to the face of FastOrange, and then that triggers Heliod to put a counter on Walking Ballista so that you can remove infinite counters to deal infinite damage and gain infinite life.
Yep.
What?
Why are they
Seeing
ending?
a pass.
Okay, was that just a misclick?
What is
I think that might have been a misclick.
What is, might have been, yeah. What's going on? I think we're in a window where FastOrange is thinking this play about any counterplay they might have.
You can't allow FastOrange to untap. If they have a removal, you're dead. And because it's 1 removal, you try to activate and Carl exels the Ballista, and the Ballista goes to the graveyard through picking probably Ariok Champions or Water Barrel of Runes.
Yeah, between Mother of Runes and Giver of Runes, the Karlov would get in if they untap, but pretty sure that isn't happening here.
Yes.
Looks like Zicrown is dedicated to going for the combo right here.
Yep.
Seeing the combo execute. And we're seeing no interaction.
There is not that many zero mana interaction in this format, to be honest, in those colors.
Yeah.
I believe in general, like, Blue couldn't counter this because Force of Negation couldn't counter it either, so like, days only possible. Would you have enough mana?
X equals 4. Yeah, Disrupting Shoal couldn't hit it at X equals 4.
Although Disruption could have hit the Enlightened Tutor.
We're seeing Mecha and Mahra
Another game's going on.
Going live right now to stream. Yep. That's over on Mecha MTG's Twitch channel, if you want to check that one out as well. So moving here into sideboarding, after a close game 1, we're going to see how much hate the Karlov deck might have for this, I think is the biggest factor. Deck can certainly kill fast if it gets going, especially if the food chain thing stumbles a bit like we saw here. But it's if they can stop the combo. Having the Heliod Ballista combo is an interesting backup line. Not seen that one out of Rocco before.
Yes, it was something we did talk about. Like if you because they were in the Bellringer, Fireburrow Elder, Infinite Mana combo too, and I told him that the combo was too fragile to a single removal spell. It did not help you. The pieces don't help you a lot if you are not combo enough. So the Ballista combo was just easier. You still play to Ballista, but if you lose the Ballista, the backup plan of the Agate Instigator is still real.
Yeah.
Also, I'm curious if the correct option would have been to dash the Ragab onto 2. Oh, okay.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no, Cockatrice died again instantly.
Okay, luckily we
We
have.
completed the game at least,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah, so that game will still be counted.
Very strange.
They might
I don't think
be
I've seen it crash like this 2 times, like,
they might be getting attack, which is an option.
yeah. It looks like it's back up.
Well, good news is that um, this is something that usually doesn't happen very often. So if you are, for some reason, watching now and have not actually uh, played on cockatrice, and you are worried that this might be the norm, it is very much not.
It has to be something external because it's the first time it crashes today. Like, I have only seen it crash, like a literal crash, once in my entire life. Like, crash once, takes an hour to come back up and goes back up easily. So they might be attacking with bots or something.
Yeah. Alright, back in here. Oh,
The
it looks like we're seeing Karlov Mulligan.
I don't see the game
Ooh,
yet.
and we're seeing it is back up. Tiny Leaders, epic fight, epic battles.
Yes, there it is.
There it is. So yeah, it looks like we're seeing both players. We're gonna see Food Chain Mulligan twice.
This deck does have the problem that because it has so much mana but not that many lands, depending on the draws, you can have hands that just do nothing.
Right.
Hands that just don't
But
have enough lands.
Being a combo deck, it does Mulligan fairly well from what I've seen. But it is also one that needs a lot of mana to fully fetch out the combo. See, Marsh Flats, go grab a Scrubland. Play an All-Sale Life's Bounty. Been a minute since I've seen that one.
Yeah, that is
It's a lifelink creature that does protection as well.
yeah.
Not a bad one for Soul Sisters for sure.
This time we do see the Green Bean fetch up and Guide of Souls again.
Yep. And a Guide of Souls. So that'll stop Life's Bounty from getting in for a Karlov trigger on turn 2. Wouldn't be shocked to see something like another Soul Sister here. Really set up Karlov for a turn 3 instant trigger with protection.
I will say, I think you do want to play your sister on turn 1. You are the aggressor. Unless the Karlov's hand is entirely defensive.
Well, it could be a 2-mana sister. So actual matchup structure, who do we think is favored here?
I believe Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Karlov is a mid-rangey deck with combo avenues, whereas Rocco is combo with mid-rangey avenues.
Yeah.
And Rocco is just kind of the premier combo deck in the format.
Yes.
Yeah, that and Storm.
No.
Not only that,
Karlov.
neither of these decks have that much interaction. So it basically is a race. The problem is you are racing something that can be chop blocked to something that just kills you without combat steps. City of Traitors again. Into directly food chain.
Ooh, food chain off the top. Yeah, could make
And
2 mana here, but hard to start the chain from that. We're gonna see the pass and threatening the win on this next turn.
if
Yeah, this is a very aggressive plan because theoretically they could just win the game right off the bat.
yes.
Um,
Yep.
they're up a
And
game, and so
And-
if Karlov doesn't have removal, they do just kind of win.
Yep. I'd really be hoping to see a Thraben Charm or Get Lost,
or
March of Otherworldly Light,
Skyclick
any of those
Apparition.
effects. Yep. Yeah, being not a Lurrus deck. Hate pieces like Disruptor Flute or Grafdigger's Cage could be effective here as well.
I highly
But
doubt,
if the plan is
but
just a race,
yeah, I highly doubt, but Phyrexian Revoker is one of the few cards that says includes mana ability stuff. That will fully stop food chain. Sadly, it's only playable in Rocco.
Quick note that
Soul Warden does not save you
Grafgear's
there.
Cage doesn't work against Food Chain because Food Chain is on exile and Grafgear's Cage is only on graveyard.
Well, but you will
Grafdigger's
prevent
Cage doesn't
Rocco
stop
for
food chain
fetching.
itself. It stops. Yep, it stops Rocco
Stops
from grabbing
Rocco,
a creature. So it at least makes the combo a lot harder to find, and makes it harder to actually have the payoff already. So we are going to see 6 mana go up. We're going to see the Rocco come down. Going to go grab the Scourge or Squee. Now's the
Yep.
last chance to interact if they have it.
No, you need to let this query resolve because if you let Rocco fetch up with you exile the Food Chain or destroy the Food Chain with the Rocco trigger on the stack, they should claim it back to hand.
Yep.
You actually.
We're going to see the Scourge at the field.
Let's see if. Also, FastOrange doesn't have any more lands, is the thing.
Yeah, the only answer right now is March of Otherworldly Light pitching 2 white cards.
Erase is also an option if it's aimed directly at. If they're aiming a slot directly at Food Chain. But it looks like we're just going to see the combo executed here.
How was game 1?
Rocco just barely fetched up the win with it. Played with Heliod and then Enlightened Tudor for the Ballista.
Looks like we're having the combo execute. I believe we are currently having that loop demonstrated right now.
I'm guessing.
Te hago precio, 1500.
That was en vivo.
Bueno, es hora que sepan que no me pegan.
I'm assuming FastOrange is asking how the combo exactly works. But they should.
Yes,
they-
that's what it looks like.
Yeah.
There's the recast Scourge from Exile. We're back at the same point, but with 1 extra floating mana. That is the loop demonstrated. We're getting a color of each of those mana. Sending out the Rocco. Rocco. Probably grabbing the Ranger Captain. That or to be extra safe, the Voice of Victory. Yep, there's the Captain. There's the Ballista. That'll be
Also-
an infinitely large Ballista.
It is relevant that Zicrown does need the. Well, technically, if he has the Against Instigator, it also works. Or even Heliod. I believe you can fetch up Heliod with this, but they wouldn't have the mana to activate.
Yeah, the
Yep.
particular advantage, they could just remove a counter from Walking Ballista to deal damage to Soul Warden, and then continually loop once more to get infinite mana to
Yep.
then put infinite counters through Walking Ballista's other activated ability.
No, because
You can't. Food Chain is only to cast creature spells.
they just
Oh,
can
that's true. Yep.
Kill Soul Warden, kill.
One of the things that
Rebound.
solves that would be Eternal Witness, rebuying the
Yeah.
Ballista and just casting it for a larger infinite. Or see a Swords to Plowshares.
That does not
Yeah,
work.
it's gonna go right back in hand.
No, it goes to the graveyard.
Yep.
That does
Cool.
not work, is the thing.
Yeah.
Oh, it crashed again.
Cockatrice crashes again.
Hmm.
I
Let me jump into the other
I
channel.
I
think
would
we're
say- Yeah.
yeah.
I would say that game was done,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
we'll see.
Let's.
We'll see what they decide. If one of you wants to hop in and
The activate of how's it called your commander to exile Ballista
Yes,
before
exile.
I give it lightning.
Yes. No, I didn't have any mana though for it.
That costs
Had I,
mana?
it costs mana. Yeah, it's a black and a white.
Oh, I think it didn't cost mana. That's I was prepared for nothing.
No, it costs mana. If I didn't, had I not given it fear, then I
Yeah,
could have
you have-
activated and
yeah.
exiled. But
you have, really, you don't have a way to know that I have the Elite turret over there.
yeah. So yeah, I didn't have anything there. As soon as you pulled up the Walking Ballista, and I was like, oh yeah, you got enough mana to it. I was like, that's game. Because I was tapped out. I had no protection, no way to remove it at that point. Yeah.
Was really prepared for you. I think you didn't say, but I didn't know that. That's what.
I'm curious, what was the talking about this last turn? Like, this last turn took a lot of time.
I was explaining the combo.
Okay.
Oh, that food chain with that exile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was
Turn
targeting
it.
it. So I was thinking if it targeted it, it would disappear and you wouldn't see a mana value. But I guess it was. I didn't. When I
No,
looked at it
it
more closely,
was
yes,
opponent.
it doesn't
was
target, so
opponent
you.
target.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I can
Okay.
do it again before you have a chance to roll anything to them.
Mm-hmm. I'm assuming you remember to kill the Soul Warden, right?
Oh, I actually don't, but technically I have infinite mana, so
Yeah.
oh, that is infinite life, actually.
Yes. I'm going to ask, do you have Eternal Witness in your hand? In your deck, sorry.
In deck.
I mean, in my deck, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you win.
Okay, yeah.
And
Well,
that,
good luck.
that
Here's the
was a
game.
rough state of the
Yep.
Cockatrice. Let's
Yeah, that was really.
see if Mecha and
Yeah, I don't
Mahra
know why it's dying like that, but
are in.
well played to both players. Love to see Soul Sisters popping up again. And
Yeah.
shame
Yeah.
it was such a
Unfortunately, I didn't have.
shame you went
I-
against Rocco. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe could have had some answers playing earlier. I wasn't exactly sure what was coming out of the Rocco there. I've played against one Rocco deck before, in paper, but it
Okay.
played a little differently than yours did. So
I'm going
Yeah,
to
no
jump,
different combos.
jump around because there is another match going. See ya.
Hmm.
You do have a
quick question: is this game what? Game 2 or game 3?
This is game 3.
Okay, thank you.
Win scored. There was an E-wit in the deck. We've confirmed.
Change to the Russian server because Mecha and Mahra are still playing on game 3.
Cool.
Okay.
Hopping over there.
I'm curious, what do you think about this matchup?
This
And-
one's definitely interesting. Seeing Amanatu versus Rocco.
So
Typically, control decks are favored into combo deck, especially if Amanatu has removal and all the typical counter spells. They generally be able to keep food chain off of the table, though Rocco, especially in recent times, have gotten some good tools for that, especially Voice of Victor.
I think Mecha is on Voice of Victory, but the thing is, if you remove food chain, the deck doesn't work directly.
Yeah.
For
Or
okay,
Yeah.
no.
Now I am struggling to get into the Russian server.
Oh, do you have the gate? You might need to make a new account. I don't think I passed you
Okay.
the.
Yep.
This is
Alright, we're seeing
the
a Simeon Spirit Guide pitching to cast a Ranger Cat.
in,
But yeah, the Russian server, Kuku Nuku, it's on a different thing. You need a separate account for it. It is all still through Cockatrice, so
yes.
everything's mostly going to be the same.
Yes, the only reason this server exists is because some people, in this case Mahra, sometimes have problems showing in roster rangers.
Yep.
Because Russia.
Because of all the things happening over there, but just interesting that this Ranger Captain is taking a moment. It seems uncertain on what's actually going to get. A Delighted Halfling would make sense. That'll help try to push Rocco through. And see if the Lotus Petal is cracked to get it down now to play around 2-mana counters.
Also intriguing.
So then that is burning a resource.
Yeah, intriguing that they fetch a plateau and not a savannah. Because they have a basic boundary head. We saw that.
yeah, maybe the Becha has a very had.
Yeah, maybe they have a green source in hand.
We are going to see the pedal crack to get this halfling down.
Yeah.
One of the big upsides to Rocco here in this matchup is going to be that Ranger Captain being able to be a silence.
Yes.
So that's going to be very useful for this if it makes it around the board.
This is game 3 of the match, and this is turn 2 from the Rocco side. Natus on the play. And we have a delighted halfling on this deck right now,
Oof.
getting 4
Ooh,
spiked.
we're going to see a 4 spike unit.
You said this was game 2 or
Game
game
3.
Game 3.
Okay.
So yep, 1 win apiece. We're seeing all the hate pieces be in if for which one. Every hate piece that could be in is probably in.
Yes.
Not sure how many are actually in Mahra's sideboard, but
I highly doubt they have something like Stract or Sadistic Sacrament. But
Yeah. we are going to see a Cryogen Relic hit. Interesting play here on turn 2. But the Rocco deck is not currently representing sending the combo. It's feasible if both Food Chain and the Scourge are in hand,
Yeah, but not around counter
but
spells.
unlikely. Yeah.
Now, it is worth noting that this is round 2, technically, of
Oh, yeah.
this.
Yep. Yes,
Uh,
both of these players have a win under their belt.
Yes.
We're gonna see that Wooded Foothills go get our green source. Seeing the Ranger Captain get in. Yeah, Control is definitely more weak to the mid-range backup plan out of these Rocco decks, given that they have to respect the combo while dealing with it. So we're gonna see how this ends up actually panning out.
So I'm curious why drop the Ranger Captain so aggressively in, like, if I highly doubt that you are getting scared of getting dodged.
Getting it into play a turn by pitching the Spirit Guide means it can attack a turn faster.
Yeah.
But yeah. You see the Ranger Captain popped. No non-creature spells out of Mahra this turn.
Yes, but that
Response to
already
a cloud.
happened because it was on the end step of Mecha. Getting source to plowshares.
Oh yes,
So-
this turn.
So basically, Mahra wanted that in the graveyard instead of Excel.
It's mecha.
See a Surveil land.
I'm not entirely sure.
See that Storm Chaser's talent hit. Getting a creature on board.
Weirdly enough, that could see out of 2 blue, so I'm not sure if I will play that.
Getting
We're
Ewit
gonna
for
see an Eternal Witness cast.
if
This is probably gonna pick the Ranger Captain back up.
yeah, which is
Just
scary.
a creature. Yep, a 2-for-1 creature, picking up a 2-for-1 creature. That's also a hate piece.
No, grabbing
is,
the delighted halfling.
Oh no, it's grabbing the Delighted Halfling.
Weirdly
So that
enough,
indicates they're probably
I
still
have-
trying to aim for the combo though in the mid range, which is very interesting.
And they don't have Future in hand. That's also a thing because I think so.
Yeah. Yeah, trying to burn counter spells. Eat through counter spells or removal with this halfling to push Rocco.
This is
Because they
important. Ranger Captain refers all Eternal Winters are in the yard, so the Walking Ballista is not too trouble right now.
That is true.
So if you murder a Gate Instigator, you do have a chance to win. You will need a Wrath.
You do have to kill the Instigator and the Offspring.
No, you cannot offspring if Rocco will tutor the Instigator often. If you're
Oh,
combo
yes.
enough. Aminatus getting cast.
I
Yep.
From my perspective,
Expect
I
to see a
think
flicker
Mahra
on the
has
Cryogen
unlimited-
Relic. Pick up 2 cards.
Yeah, that's the Cryogen Relic's probably one of the biggest cards for Aminato in the past few sets, just because
Yep.
being able to draw 2 cards off of Flicker is so good.
Yeah, 3-mana Planeswalker with a -1 to draw 2 cards is pretty absurd.
Yeah. Usually Aminato is
leaving
a 2-for-1, and now it's a 3-for-1.
So Orchid Lumbersack, that will give Mecha a lot of mana.
That's the needed to set off a Rocco 4
Yeah.
fight through the actual interaction. Interestingly of note, Mahra left up a basic island instead of any of the other options, which could indicate that they don't have other interaction here.
I thought
We're going to see an Orcish Lumberjack get countered by a misstep, Halfling coming in.
And the walkie
See a
ballista
ballista hit the field.
for 1.
I'm not getting what Mecha's playing.
Oh, they want to
Yeah,
kill
that's
the
a very interesting.
they want to kill the other so they can kill Aminato.
But the other is a 2-2.
Mm.
No, the other is a 1-1.
It has prowess.
Yeah.
It has a prowess trigger off of the mental misstep.
Oh,
Walking
right.
ballista.
See if they mutually
What is
missed
it
that or
thinking?
not.
Yeah, or if it simply wasn't indicated.
Sadly, prowess is a trigger that you're not allowed to announce by rule as written.
What do you mean?
In prowess, if you play a prowess creature, both your opponent and say swim for 2, it's a valid say. You don't need to say prowess trigger. At least that's as far as I know of the rules. Don't know if they change it.
Okay, well, it seems like Walking Ballista was not in fact sacrificed. Possibly, Mahra had been kind enough to remind Mecha of the prowess trigger. Or maybe they both mutually forgot and then mutually realized and decided it was both of their faults.
Yes.
Yeah, not entirely sure what happened there, but
One of the things is this is one of the decks that can get enough mana to actually make a ballista a scary target.
Yep.
Like an ancient tomb next turn means to counter some ballista, which is a lot each turn.
I've never seen it sent.
Yeah.
So theoretically, Aminato could downtick on Cryogen Relic. It would cost Aminato's life because the Walking Ballista could then just take it down. But
That
it might
seems
be
like a
worth
very
it.
fair trade, though.
Yeah.
Aminadu's already been a. It didn't cost a card, so it's been a for 0. If it downticks on the relic again and gets the ballista, that's a 5 for 0, which is a pretty crazy value.
One important thing is that if the lighter halfling survives, Rocco can tutor anything he wants, and that might be a problem.
For sure. Yep, we're seeing that cryogen relic flicker. Up to 6 cards in hand.
What do we think Mecha has in hand right now?
It really could be anything. It's likely not some powerful 3-drop, otherwise that probably would have been jammed instead of the ballista. It's probably not something like Skyclave Apparition. But beyond that, it could be a land. I believe Mecha's made all their land drops.
Yes.
It could be not a removal spell, but it could be some other combo piece. Could be a Johnny. Could be Flage.
I'm not
Could
sure
be some
if
powerful
Mecha is off
mid-range
Flage.
creature that wasn't jammed. Or not Flage, yeah. So that would
Yeah,
be able to
because
kill Aminato.
It was Flage, you should play Flage, hit Aminato.
Yep. Or is he a Bloodsheaf's Thirst? Aimed at the halfling, I'd guess? Aimed at the ballista. Ballista taking out the Aminato. Those are both gone.
Why not kill the other token? Instead, and you just punch Aminato in the face.
Fair, yeah. Maybe scared of like response to brainstorm.
Yep.
response
Yeah,
by
playing
the
around
rules.
the second removal spell or some other instant.
I'm not sure how deep is mecha on the all-in on the combo.
Yep.
So they might have not put Flage in there.
It's possible, but Flage being a backup plan pretty much entirely on its own, especially even if you only run the one copy, run it for 3, and then it'll just be an entire force the opponent has to reckon with. I think that's one of the cards that I'd be very scared of cutting from Rocco.
The thing is, mecha never added it. It's not like he cut it. We have said that it's a good card. You should.
Interesting.
Sadly, mecha has played a lot of cards from the combo, like Iwit, Ballista, and
A wasteland.
Yeah, most of the combos already out of the deck. We're gonna see a wasteland out of control.
For 4, uptaking Storm Chaser's talent. Yes.
pick up Ponder.
Pick
Gonna
our
rebuy the
swords
plow. Probably
Respectable.
send that at the.
and the halfling.
Yeah.
No, at the wit.
The
Interesting.
Ewits.
That's aggressive in my opinion.
Very strange. Yeah,
Eh,
Maybe
sure.
Scare of something.
Really
like
rebuy its
bounce.
Eternal Witness. I don't think there's a way that the normal list does that.
Isn't an elf Iwit?
no, it's human shaman.
Human shaman. No.
If the card is Harry Future, Becca can win the game. With-
How?
Unless Force of Negation.
Possibly the reasoning is that Walking Ballista is now in the yard, which is the main win con of Rocco.
Yeah.
And then exiling Ewit means that they can't get Walking Ballista back, even if they had some sort of flicker spell.
Rocco for 3.
Now
Rocco
that
for
doesn't
2.
hold up with a Gate Instigator now in
Yeah.
the deck, but
Yeah, Rocco for 2.
For Thranit Magistrate?
Bring a.
interesting.
Just
I do
keeping
like that
Amanatu
play.
itself off field, devoting to the mid range now. Very interesting.
The main
don't
problem
think-
is that
It
If
can
you look at
win
the
the mid
hand-
range.
hand size.
Yeah.
Mecha has
Yeah,
one
one card
card,
to
Mahra has 5.
Mahra can also put Storm Chaser's talent to level 3 here. And that'll make it almost impossible to actually race the deck, because every spell will have a prowess otter attached to it.
So Mara Wasteland in Plateau. Which is interesting.
Yeah, very interesting on that. Because it doesn't
You
seem like
kill
Rocco
Halfling
needs
now?
too much of its mana now outside Rocco itself. Ooh, we're going to see an Estrid's Invocation. It's going to copy an enchantment on field. Only option will be the Storm Chaser's talent. So we're going to see another Otter come in. Potentially one every turn here. That Invocation flickering itself every turn.
And now Mahra has like next turn flicker, make another, take up, pick up a 1 mana spell, or even 2 mana
Yep.
if they find another land. And maybe you have
Yeah,
almost
there's-
Mecha lookout.
Yeah, this is an engine where you can get back Swords to Plowshares and cast it every turn, if that's the game. Watery Grave, holding.
Moonblast
That could
Clay.
just be for
Interesting.
Crack Cry cast a 1-drop. We're going to see a Moonblessed Cleric. That'll resolve and put food. Now Mahra does actively need to have interaction. Ooh, and we're going to see a Skyclave.
Skyclave.
Probably
Okay.
taking out the Invocation.
Or the Storm Chase's talent.
Or, yeah.
I'd probably drop the Storm Chaser's talent. Yeah.
I think you still need to drop Street's Invocation because when they play another enchantment, you're still in problems. No, Mecha decided Storm Chaser's talent.
And the talent
I mean-
itself.
Yeah,
Blade
I mean,
try
the
to win
only-
next turn.
The only enchantment that Aminato would be running other than talent would be the Edict one, right?
Out of Time,
This deck is also on.
Out of
for sure.
Gaia.
Oh, yeah.
We have seen more. In
Yeah, I've seen
Momentum Breaker, which is the
I've
one you
seen
were talking.
for enchantments at least. Yep, Kaya's Guile.
Kai's Gaia is not an enchantment. Let's understand.
Or not Guile,
Oath of
Gaia.
Gaia.
That's the one. Different one card that gains life and is removal.
I do understand what Gravit ran it, but wouldn't Voice of Victory be better in this case?
I mean,
Maybe?
Sure what
is
that Trinith
Aminato
is
down to Caminato
doing.
is
Draw 2.
draw 2 each turn.
Yeah. The powerful engine.
Also,
Cracking
Seeing a
Cryogenic.
Cryogen Relic. Likely putting a stun counter on that half link. A card
That makes
for it
me think
leaving.
there's some sort of creature counterspell. Something like perhaps
Or a
Stone's Holding?
desperation.
Yeah, or
Trying
the
to.
Desperation Crack.
That's what that looks like to me. If none of the 5 cards in hand see a Estrid's Invocation talent uptick to rebuy pawn.
Yeah, you need to.
Try to dig for something on that, but
For 2 mana, Momentum Breaker.
what do you suck in this
probably
case?
eat the
Like,
either the half.
Yeah,
cleric- Yep.
you eat the halfling. I think you're on win or bust right now.
So not pawns imply that Mahra some interactive piece for the combo at least. It could just be a regular removal spell right now, because the Walking Ballista is the Agate Instigator to actually win.
That is true.
But that does also put every other creature from the deck into play.
And give you infinite life if Mecha is on Guide of Souls. That's
Yep.
what a reason you play that. And if you're on Fletch, you also keep both others.
Yep.
Swinging with a single other.
Sorts of
You
things
not
that
block.
could be happening right now. I imagine this
You
otter's
never-
just gonna,
Yeah, you should.
because Mecha's not under a lot of duress, right?
Yeah.
And the engines doesn't matter much.
Nowhere
Seems
to
you
run.
tapped in combat and casting a nowhere to run.
Don't
Very
tell me that
interesting.
run it blocked.
Yeah, there's no indication, so we're not exactly what said, but this reads like there was a block.
What?
Evaporation is going down. Getting a 1/1 token.
Oh, they did
Eating
block.
Dranith and sending it over. Very interesting. Food chain cast.
Does food chain resolve?
That is more than enough mana to win the game.
Yeah. If they had one more removal spell, they wouldn't have enough mana. But
Would cost X. Something like a Golding. Let food chain resolve and then go on the way back down for right now. Food chain is resolving.
maybe,
Yeah.
Okay.
It is eating
Mahra
the
has a
board.
critical counter
Imagine
spell.
we're gonna see a Rocco X equals 8 here.
X equals, yeah, X equals for 8, yeah.
Or yeah, equals 3. X equals 8 in tiny liters, yeah.
Yes, we clearly needed the.
X equals 8. What are you tutor for a trial armor?
Yeah, gotta go tutor
Actually-
my Atraxa in tiny.
yeah, it would
The
be
Crater
optimal
Hoof
if they
Behemoth.
had a counterspell.
We're gonna see 10 mana leave the pool.
There we go.
Blast.
There we go.
And that's a
But we got a
major
blue elemental
blowout.
blast. Yep. That's
Because they
taking
just
the Rocco
exiled their
down.
whole board, and it seems Mecha's conceding.
And yep, we're seeing a
There
concession.
we go.
And that is 2-0 for
2-1.
2-1 match. 2-0. Yep, 2-1 match. 2-0 full record for Amanatu so far. We're seeing control go. So yeah, we saw this play out largely like predicted. We're seeing
Yeah.
control be able to stop the combo from going through, stop the mid-range game plan from working, and slowly disassemble the deck.
No, this was losers, not winners.
No, this was losers.
Yeah.
With that, Mecha is out of the
Oh,
tournament.
is this loose?
Yes, this is losers.
Oh, strange. I thought. Never mind. I was
Eh,
entirely wrong. I thought.
yes.
I guess I forgot something.
Eh,
Yeah, we're seeing control move forward then.
I would
know everything all the
say
time.
I think Mecha played that a bit too aggressively.
Possible. I do think that obviously the Rocco deck is the aggro deck in the matchup.
Yes.
It is their job to win, where Mahra can much more sit back and wait for things to happen.
Yes, but the thing is, I have no clue when Mecha drew the Moonblast Cleric, but he
Yeah.
wasted both a Lotus Petal and
Sibian
a Simian Spirit
Sibian
Guide
Spirit Guide.
to get the Ranger Captain Fields and the Lighted Halfling on board. If you wait a single
Yeah.
turn, you get that without spending any of those resources. Maybe you do need the
Yeah.
land. And
But then you're also attacking a turn slower, is the thing.
but the thing is,
And getting
Mecha
that
is
pressure
not on
in
the
is very relevant. but-
Mecha is not on the in the mid-range plan, so
Yeah,
I think you do need to play to win.
yeah. If you're still, if you're still planning to combo, it might be better to sit bank resources. Though I'm not an expert in either of these decks, so
Yeah. Also, I think they should have grabbed the Ranger Captain.
yep.
Okay. Well, there's a chance that the first two games of that second match will be uploaded to the YouTube, but it was recorded on Mecha's Twitch, so I'm not 100% sure if we will end up going through all that effort to transfer it over.
It's not that
But
hard.
we'll see.
Yep.
We just needed to download the pod and upload it.
So those first two games are going up separately.
No, I believe they're going
Probably just
together.
include the third one with it as a full thing.
Yeah, I think they're
Yeah,
going together
but-
as a pod. There might be some reason to, after SCT or whenever someone wants to download these games, chop them in half differently and re-upload them as an actual video.
Yep. And so, yeah, that is another
Regardless,
2 games out of the way. There are plenty of games still to go.
Yes.
We have gotten our first elimination. But
So we have still
from there,
5 games in the first
see.
round, which is myself and Chess, Mishra and Blicky Pop, which is MTC Homebrew Network, Carbon and yeah, can you track them?
Yeah.
all right.
Regardless, we've seen some great
Becha
Rocco
wants
gaming
to
today.
say
A lot of
something,
combos
so
executed.
I don't think
No.
I cannot drag Mecha myself.
What's up, gamers?
Oh,
Hello.
hi, Becca.
Hey.
What's your post-mortem report?
Rocco good deck.
Yes.
Turns out getting to check your opponent to see whether or not they have the specific piece of interaction they need to not lose every game on turn 3 is a good thing. And even though I went 0-2, in every game that I won, I got to check to see if my opponent had the thing on turn 3.
Yeah. I'm
And
curious about
They
the.
didn't, and
Sorry, I'm curious about the play of forcing the Razor Captain of EOS to resolve so early. I'm spending a lot of resources for that.
My deck is built probably differently from yours a little.
Yes.
The entire object of my deck is to get to 6 mana literally as quickly as possible.
Yes, but that seems a bit
So
too
I'm willing
aggressive
to
for me.
I'm willing to expend resources to get to 6 mana quicker.
But if you just wait a turn, you have 5 instead of 4. Even if the delighted halfling dies.
I mean, yeah. If I wait a turn, that's more chances for more things into the Amatu deck list as well. Like, again, the deck is built to do one specific thing very quickly and very, very well, which is get to 6, attempt to win, and that's it.
When did you draw
Like,
the
there-
Boobless Cleric? I'm assuming that turn, or the turn prior.
Yep. I just draw it, sent it, clerk, food change top, and went for it.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Is Cavern of
You
Souls
don't-
allowed in your mana base?
what do you mean? I literally played it game 1.
We still didn't see game 1, sorry.
That's
Yeah, we
Um,
shepherded game 3 because we were seeing before the other match.
Yeah, Zicrown versus FastOrange.
But they did play in match 1 in first in the other game.
Mm.
Overall, I
What
think
do you think?
like game 2, the like finding the Krajan relic was really unfortunate for me. But other than that, like I'm completely fine with how this SCT, the probably more reasonably built Rocco decks will definitely get into the higher brackets. And honestly, because I only qualified through both of these SCTs this year through WTBs anyway, I kind of just played whatever. So I was just like, okay, well, here's what I played in WTB and did well with. So why not just kind of send it into SCT and see what happens. But having 50% of the field be combo decks is absolutely hilarious.
Yes. The thing is,
It's just objectively funny that 50% of the field is all combo. Oops, all combo.
The thing is, there are different combos, and like we have what 3 Rockos, I believe, or 2.
If you discount the fact that there are 3 Rocco decks being played, yes, there are different combos happening.
Yeah, so 3 Rockos,
If you want the 3 Roccos, yes.
3 Rockos, 2 Rals, and what else?
3 Roccos, 2 Rals, the Saint Trapped guy, Mishra. I'm assuming you're on your Smog combo
No.
list,
I have my
or is
small
it just
combo,
mid
but
range?
I have it in my sideboard.
Yeah, that's a backup plan. No, that deck is
It's
not
gonna be.
combo.
Yeah, like if I'm facing against Rocco, maybe I want to have Chino small combo.
But I think honestly, if I could say anything, it's that my deck's actually not greedy enough. I think I need to cut Mom and probably also the Goblin Instigator for more acceleration.
Are you on the wall that produces mana?
Yes.
The 1 mana wall.
Yes.
City of Traitors.
We saw that.
So I'm only on Ancient Tune. I'm actually what I was cutting Mob for was Gemstone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I think I want like I'm not quite sure what I want for the 50th slot, but I'm sure I'll get there.
We were talking. Do you have Fletch in the deck?
Nope. Like I said, deck is built to do one thing and only one.
Yes.
Do not get me wrong. This deck is not built reasonably.
I agree.
Yeah, Turbo is certainly a direction you can send Food Chain.
That's exactly what I have opted into.
Enlightened Tutor, I'm guessing? Yes. Even I'm on Enlightened Tutor on Rocco, not gonna lie.
Yeah, Enlightened Tutor is like an obvious card.
Court of Calling?
I'm not. I've considered it, but I mean, I would probably just play Worldly first.
Worldly Tutor. The thing with Court of Calling is that it basically keeps you Fuchsia on top if you have 6 mana. At the end of your opponent's turn. That's why I like Court.
I've thought about it. So I mean, the other thing that I'm putting in is Grand Abolisher, just as the second copy. Turns out 2 copies of Voice of Victory is good, actually.
Yes.
But yeah, I am definitely much significantly more turbo than anyone else, and I'm okay with that. There's a 2-mana flash guy that just got printed in Atla. What is its name? It's a warrior. Does anyone know?
No, I don't really follow spoilers. One of the
it's a better Resolute or it's like another copy of Resolute Reinforcements.
Yeah. One of the
yeah, I forget that one's name, but yeah.
Hold on, let me see if I can find the guy.
The interesting thing is, I believe all Rocco deck lists are considerably different from each other. Which is because we have one that actually goes into the Ballista combo. I don't remember if Bulldozer is still on the Bellringer combo, and you're on Turbo.
It's Invasion Reinforcements.
Yeah. So, okay, I'm going to cut the stream now. See ya.
Yeah, some wonderful games played. Thanks for hopping in here, Mecha. Everyone out at home, you all have a